Hey guys, it's Misty Eyez, and I'm here with an Ask Misty that I'm going to turn into another Misty Minute. Alright, the question is, Dear Misty, I am a new drag queen and I've been asked as to hostess a party at my best friend's birthday. He is turning 25 and it's a big deal for him. He is going all out and it's going to be huge. I know that you're all over doing a lot of parties and special events. What tips would you give me to be the perfect party hostess? Alright, first, before I get into the top 10 list, first and foremost, don't be nervous. Dogs and bees are not the only thing that can smell fear. And this can be difficult because if you're in a room full of people you don't know and they're all staring at you, you have to find your inner core and your inner peace, and you have to go out and be not nervous. But second, remember, this is his special day. Do not take his spotlight. But he can only talk to a few people at a time, so your job is to entertain everyone else at the party and make sure they are having a good time. So I have devised a top 10 list on how to be the perfect party hostess. This could be at a club or at a house or a corporate party or a birthday party or any social event where you're hosting an event. But also remember, if you are hired by an agency for the party, do not bring your business cards. If you are caught giving out your business cards and you are hired by an agency, they will freak the fuck out and you will never be hired again. And the reason for that is if an agency did hire you, the people at the party are going to need to contact that agent and be like, hey, I'm having another party, whatever. But this is your boyfriend But this is your best friend, so bring business cards and have a good time. Alright, so here's my top 10 list on how to be the perfect party hostess. Number 10, and this is number 10, but it's quite honestly probably the most important one. It's not number 1, but it's close. Wear comfortable shoes. You can wear any height of shoes. You can wear flats, you can wear 6-inch stilettos. But if your shoes are not comfortable, you will be bitchy, you will be moaning, and unfortunately, you'll be tempted to sit down way too much. But if you're hosting the event and you're uncomfortable, you're going to be sitting down and not floating around and flittering about. You need to be comfortable. That being said, you also need comfortable clothes. For example, if you walk in with a huge ball gown, you're going to be knocking people over. If you have a long train and people keep stepping on it, you're going to be a hindrance and a burden to them and you. Wear something comfortable, flashy if you want, but comfortable. Number 9, don't be afraid to introduce strangers. There's a lot of times people go to parties and they don't have any idea. They know the birthday boy and that's it. They don't know these 25 other people or 50 other people. So introduce people standing near each other. Hey, oh my gosh, Robert, this is Tim. Tim, Robert, oh my gosh, blah, blah, blah. You both think it's something they have in common. Or if you don't know them either, be like, hey guys, I'm Misty. What's your name? What's your name? Oh, Tim, Robert, whatever. If people have fun at this party and they leave with new friends or new contacts or new networks, they're going to remember they had a great time and you will be the reason. Trust and believe. That is an important rule. Rule number 8, never argue with a drunk. This is a lose-lose battle. Trust me, I have talked to many, many drunk people. If they're so far drunk, they're not going to remember talking to you anyway. But I say do not argue with them for 2 main reasons. Number 1, you'll never win. They're right no matter what, because that light switch in their head has flipped off that you're wrong, they're right, and they're not capable of understanding how they're wrong no matter how you explain it. And for the most important reason, people that can't hear you don't understand what's happening. They just see that you're fighting at the party. You don't want to be seen arguing with anyone, let alone a drunk. And a drunk's going to make it louder. They're going to get out of control. It's going to get outrageous. And I remember one time I was with a girlfriend and we were on the dance floor and we started to argue. And we were not arguing or fighting because we were both mad. We were arguing and fighting because of something else. And I'm like, stop. People are watching us. They don't know why we're fighting. They just see us fighting. Can we not fight? Let's have a normal conversation or go off the dance floor and talk about this problem. Because people are like, oh, bitch, Misty Eyez was causing a fight at the party, blah, 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 blah. Don't be that person. Do not argue with the drunk. Now, if they are a close friend to you, tomorrow you can be like, hey, you were really upset about whatever at the party last night. Want to talk about it? Number 7, always look like you're having fun. Yes, misery loves company, but not when you're a party hostess. You need to look like you're having a good time, because if you're having fun, people are going to want to be around you. This might be a great time to fake it till you make it. The reality is you need to be the life of the party. You need to be the good time gal. You need to be the one that's making sure everyone's having fun because you're having a great time. If you're seen in the corner, hey, what's up? Yeah, it's a great party. They're gonna be like, bitch, don't be that girl. Have fun. Number 6, know where people are at all times. I'm not saying stand in front of the bathroom and make sure who's going in and out, who's going in the kitchen or whatever. But you are the party hostess. You need to know or take the temperature of what's happening. If for some reason everyone's leaving the bar area or the cocktail part of the party and everyone's going outside or whatever, you're going to need to know what's going on. And if it's because they're out of vodka, make sure you can tell someone to go fix this problem and get that problem solved. Or if there's something else happening, you need to be aware of it. Be like, oh. But if it's just a normal ebb and flow or normal migration of people coming in and out, if you go to an area where there's only a couple people, feel free to entertain those people. Get to know those people because they're awkward and alone, and be like, hey guys, what's going on? Talk to them until more people come back to that part of the room or that area. That's being a good hostess. Rule number 5 is eye contact. Eye contact is so important to so many different situations. When you're talking to someone, make eye contact with them. When they are speaking, look into their eyes and listen. Nod. Great. Yes, you need to be aware of everyone and where everyone is and look around and take the temperature of the whole room and see what's going on. But when somebody's truly talking to you, you need to look in their eyes and listen. And then when you're speaking and saying, oh gosh, I want to talk about this, and yeah, I was thinking about the other day, use that time to gaze the room, take the temperature. And if you're talking to somebody that's totally Mr. Snoresville, you have to look engaged until you can find an excuse to leave. Now, definitely pay attention to the eye contact rule. If you fail the eye contact rule, people will either think you are a bore, or you are a snob, or you are insecure, or you cannot be trusted. None of these are good. Look into the eyes of people when they are speaking. Which leads me to number 4, know when to move. At every party, you're going to have somebody that wants to talk your ear off. And at first, you might truly be enjoying it. But then suddenly you'll realize they're captivating all your time, or they're truly Mr. Snoresville. So in that situation, you're going to need to devise a really good excuse of how to get out. Obviously, when you were talking and sharing your thoughts and ideas, you were looking around and grazing and taking temperature. You might find, oh great, I just realized they're out of vodka. I have to go get more vodka. I'll be right back. Or I'll talk to you in a minute. Or I'm sorry, I have to go. If you can't think of a better excuse, use the bathroom. Obviously, you're not going to want to use the bathroom on the same guy multiple times, but be like, hey, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I have to go to the bathroom. And if you do use the bathroom excuse, actually go to the bathroom. Check your makeup, check your hair, do something, but do not go, oh, and get distracted and go outside or go to the bar or whatever, because then you look like a bitch. Number 3. Now this is a pro expert tip for party hostessing. Save the embarrassment of your guest of honor or your VIP guests. For example, and you'll know if this happens. It might not happen ever, but if it does happen, be right there to jump in and take the blame. For example, you don't want anyone in the party to know that there's drama. You don't want anyone to know that there's something that's not perfect. You don't want anyone in the party to know that there's a problem. Now, if your birthday boy is getting a little drunk, and let's say he knocks over a bottle of wine or something, and you're nearby, oh, Oops, sorry, I didn't mean, I'm so clumsy. Take the blame, cover it up. It will save him embarrassment, and it will save him depression. It will save him beating himself up. And the same for any VIP at this party or event. Take the blame, deflect, make sure it's hidden if it's avoidable. I'm using spill alcohol as a silly, because that will probably happen, but it could be anything. Save your party hostess of embarrassment. Number 2, say hello to everyone. I'm not talking about being on the microphone and being like, hey everyone, welcome. I mean, go out of your way or find a way to personally say hello to everyone at this party. If this is a party of 600 people, that might be difficult. But if it's a smaller party and there's only 50 or 100 or 25, that might be much easier. But say hello to everyone. And depending on how gay this party is, give them a kiss on the cheek. Or if you're in South Florida, that's a very Latino thing, and they will probably be very open to the idea of, hey girl, mwah, what's up? My name is Misty, whatever. But say hello to everyone. Make sure everyone feels welcome. And this will be a great way for you to also meet new people. And now for the final rule, and the most important rule. Rule number 1, have fun. Have fun. That's it. Yes, you're hired at this party, but you're absolutely allowed to eat, you're absolutely allowed to drink, and you're absolutely allowed to have a good time. But if you are drinking, make sure you do not get drunk. If you get drunk, you'll be memorable for the wrong reasons. And again, to be a good party hostess, you want to be asked back. But actually have a good time. If you are having fun, it will be easier to make sure everyone else is having fun. That being said, also be aware of your time on the floor in the event. If you have to perform, if you are expected to do something or work or whatever, make sure you're not gone too long. Do not be changing your outfit so long that people are like, oh my God, where is she? Don't constantly disappear. Don't constantly be missing. Be there, but have a good time. Anyways, that was Misty Eyez on how to be the perfect party hostess. Loving you is easy.